Brian Miner Gig Log, episode 9. Thanks for clicking on the video. I was hoping that some people would appreciate these things and the time it takes to make them. I'm having a good time doing it still. I don't care. I'm not going to get famous doing this. I know, 300 people click on these? Trying to see if I can reach 1,000. If we can get 1,000 people to watch one of these, I'd feel like I did something then, right? Anyway, we're all trying to achieve some sort of something with our craft, right? I'm having a good time. Look, there's going to be some gigs in this stretch right here that aren't the biggest, hey, we're pulling big crowds and packing bars. And actually, all three of these gigs in this gig log are actually pretty sad, really. I mean, hey, when I say sad, I don't mean that I'm sad, but the rest of the band seems like they're bummed. Wyatt's always like, man, it's never like this, and I'm like, hey, maybe it's me. Maybe it's because I'm in the band that people don't come out. But anyway, I just want everybody to know that I'm not bummed about that. You could put one person in front of me. You could put 1,000 people in front of me. You can put 1,000,000 people in front of me. I'm going to have the same amount of fun playing my guitar and playing with a band. I'm just being honest. I mean, okay, if you put a few hundred people in a club, it's a little more fun. A little. But I'm still having a good time. Trust me. There's no Brian Miner being like, man, I want to go home. Nope. As a matter of fact, one of these gigs, Wyatt offered, you guys just want to go home? And we'll take a pay cut. And I was like, no, I want to play my guitar. I don't want to play with you guys. And I want to play, period. We're already set up. Let's go. So just so you know, I have a good time no matter what. So where were we? We were in Dubuque. We played the Tailgates Tall Boys kickoff party in Clinton. And then we did Cedar Rapids North Point Bar. So them are the 3 gigs in this gig log. So I've got all my video compiled for this thing. I think this is how I'm going to do it from now on, where I just kind of talk and then cut in some video and I talk about it. But so when this video opens, you're going to hear dialogue between me and Jerry Smith, because we met in the parking lot at Menards for this first gig. Roger, Jerry, and I were going to ride up in one car. So we all met in Menards parking lot and we're going to drive to Dubuque together. So I was a little behind, like any good lead guitar player should be, right? And so I'm trying to apologize to Jerry here, and he called me, if you listen, he calls me Colin, which is the old guitar player Colin Keemley. So let's get to the video. Let's have some fun, people. Brian Miner Gig Log, episode 9. Here we go. I'm really sorry, Jerry Smith.
Okay, Colin.
Oh, shit! What?
Yeah. See how it is. Fucking guitar player.
10 minutes behind, man. I mean, Jesus. You'd think that we had like a deadline or something. All right. On our way to the next show, where are we at? We're in
Yard Arm.
Dubuque, Yard Arm.
Yep.
See how this one goes. The boss says he don't want us riding with him.
That's not what I said.
He says he ain't wearing sleeves today either. He wants to be a little bit more like Brian.
Sleeveless in Seattle.
How's your leg, man?
Did you see it?
I saw the picture. It's freaking horrible, dude.
All right, I'm going to pause this real quick because what Wyatt is showing Jerry right now is his leg, which when we were in Wisconsin playing at Sweetwater, we went on the pontoon boats and stuff. When we came back in, Wyatt had a few, because when you're on the river and you're drinking beers or whatever, you don't know how land is anymore. You know how boats are, and you know how riding and drinking beers is, but you don't know that when you get off of it and then you step onto a dock that's kind of doing a different motion, you don't know what's happening as much. So he found out when he got off the pontoon that the ground was a little different than the boat, and he slipped off the dock, and the side of the dock went all the way up his leg like that. And on the way down, he tried to catch himself, and he grabbed his girlfriend and pulled her in too. And so he had his phone with him. Everything got soaked. I remember them walking back up to the cabin, and she's soaked. He's soaked. He's injured, limping a little bit, hurt. It looked painful. So he was mad at himself, though, because he pulled his girlfriend in with him. So if that says anything, he's like, man, I'm supposed to protect her. And what do? I pull her in the lake with me. I hate myself. Anyway, so that's what happened. That's what's going on here. I'm glad to see Wyatt getting better. Man, he could have really hurt himself, and his phone got soaked.
Did you see it?
I saw the picture. It's freaking horrible, dude. Yeah, it looks
all the way down. It looks better.
Yeah, it looks better, but damn.
Hey.
Jesus, Bob.
Wow. Cool. Okay, I gotta pause it right here because if you look at that stage right there, you see the boat behind there. It's pretty neat, right? But we put a big black backdrop back there so you don't see that, but it looks like the boat's coming through the wall. But actually what I'm trying to show you here is that 2 liter of Diet Pepsi. Do you see that? Do you see it sitting there? Well, that's Roger's, okay? And he always has a 2 liter bottle of Diet Pepsi with him at all times, it seems like. And I'm just here to tell you that you know, and I know, looking at that bottle right there, that, okay, first of all, he brought that from Davenport. So I don't know how long he's had it before he got in the car to ride up to Dubuque, but that took the ride from Davenport to Dubuque, okay? And he's drinking it out of there. So you know it's flat. You know it's flat. It's got to be flat. And it's diet, so it's gross already, right? And it's got to be warm. It's not cold. That can't be cold. But that is the diet of Roger Emming right there. He lives on Diet Pepsi, 2 liter bottles. You know, he's trying to stay healthy and drink at least a 2 liter bottle a day. So okay, so we're right by the river, as you can see, and we all know how that ends, right? All us band guys that have played next to a river, and it gets dark, and then our stage lights are on. Here we go.
I set up right in this area, so I'll catch your ass.
All right. Thanks, man. Look at Roger, all sexy, sitting at the bar. Oh, he's cool. I like Roger. He's a very loyal dude. I like hanging around him. He stays pretty quiet unless you get in his way or you make him mad. But generally, he's just a nice guy. He's scary. Sometimes he can be scary. I would imagine that the people in that bar right now are scared. But then again, I'm standing there too, so they might be even doubly scared. Because like, what's this 50-year-old ponytail dude doing in here? By the way, real quick note though, Dubuque has the biggest array of dudes with mullets that I've seen in a while. That was pretty interesting. Anyway, we're gonna move on here. The good old Amplifier 6. That's a killer amp modeler. A little panoramic of the stage here. Okay, so I put this shot up here because I felt like in the moment right there when we were doing sound check, we had run through something or did something anyway, and I happened to look over at the river and I saw some boats out there and I saw the blue sky and the summer day and just a nice breeze coming in and really in that moment kind of felt lucky and you know, just realizing that moment and realizing that, hey, I'm on stage right now with a guitar in my hand and I'm looking out and I'm seeing people boating and it's just a beautiful day. And how lucky am I to be here, first of all, in this situation and actually get paid for this, you know? So Very cool. That's why I put the shot here, because that's kind of what I was doing. I was playing songs, playing guitar, and just kind of looking out at the river and watching people out there. So. All right. See, Bob doesn't know he's being filmed here. This is what's great. He knows that I carry a camera around and I'm always filming stuff, and he's like, what's he up to? I don't think he's ever seen one of these gig logs ever. Okay. I think that Wyatt last week showed him part of one of the gig logs because Colin Keemley in Nashville showed it to Trey Lewis, that showed it to the bass player Luke Combs, who showed it to whatever. So Bob was really interested in knowing that somebody saw him on my gig logs. Anyway, he doesn't know he's being filmed here, and he doesn't really quite realize that he's the star of the show too. So don't anybody tell him, but this is Bob Boyd in his natural element without knowing he's being on film or anything. This is the real Bobby Boyd. All right. I thought the birdhouses were pretty cool. They, just the music playing and the birds and the birdhouses and the river and the whole thing. I was just loving this scene and this club until it got dark. You ever have that feeling that everybody's looking at you and like laughing, pointing at you? It's like you can tell the people are looking, and then they all kind of look, and then they like kind of ha 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 laugh. And they might be saying something nice, who knows, but you get the feeling. It's up to you whether you want to think that, hey, that guy, is wearing a Pantera shirt and he's in a country band. I don't know. They might be laughing at that, or they might be laughing at something else, but it's just weird. You always think that they're saying something negative. I don't know. Insecurities. I just want to say that, all right, on some of this live footage, you're going to notice that there's maybe one or two people dancing. And, we tend to want to make fun of people that are by themselves dancing, but I've never been like that. I've always envied people like that. Like if you go into a restaurant and there's somebody eating by themselves at a table, first you want to be sad, but secondly, I kind of feel inspired. Like, man, why can't I do that? Why can't I go sit in a restaurant and eat by myself? Why can't I decide, hey man, you know what? I'm going to go down to the Yard Arm tonight, and I'm going to go dance to the Dirt Road Rockers, man. And that's what I'm going to do by myself. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to go down there. I'm going to stand and dance and have some drinks and do that by myself. And I'm going to be a guy, that's doing it and having a good time and don't care what people think. And you'll see in this Yard Arm footage that there's an older gentleman, like he's like, I'm going out dancing to the band tonight and whatever. And, I think that that's great. I would never ever be brave enough to do that, and hats off to these people, man. I don't make fun of them. I never have. I don't think that it's cool to they have every right to have a good time in life just like anybody else, and if this man wants to come down here and dance to the Dirt Road Rockers, then he's more than welcome. Thanks for being here. Look at Roger, all serious, kind of bored, but serious. Like, all right, what lights should I light up behind him right now? Blue. Well, let's go blue. And then in a minute, I'm gonna do red and burn Brian's face off. All right, here we go. Great hat work, Bobby. Woo! Good stuff. He's a solid drummer, man. He's a solid drummer. Full moon. All right. So as we know, as the night rolled on, it got darker, and the mayflies came out I cannot stress enough how disgusting mayflies are, and I couldn't capture with video or pictures just how thick they were either. It always seems like you see in real life, it's like, oh my God, they're everywhere. When you take a picture, it looks like there's 2, but there was like 1,000 of them, and they were all over the stage. And Wyatt is stomping on them, getting the guts everywhere, and smells like fish. Is gross. Mayflies are disgusting, man, and they're landing on you. They just land on your face, and you just have to deal with it. If your hands, you're like, and whatever, and they're hitting you, landing on you. It's horrible. One rode on my guitar neck on the very tip of my reverse headstock, like right there, and just looked at me for the whole set. When I was like, fine, hang out there, I don't care. He's got the best seat in the house. Anyway, these mayflies were crazy. Here they go again. Here, oh, Jesus. Hand up. Yep. Good God. Get a room, man.
All right, did you get that other mic in that case then?
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Thanks, man.
It's fucking gross, man.
Yeah, I never know what mics all go in there.
Yeah, the one. It's a lot of work, man. Gotta load out this big ass trailer every night. Set up all this stuff. Bugs were horrible tonight. So, yard arm down. Summertime. All right. You know how they say that what happens on the road stays on the road? Well, sometimes what happens on the road tries to hitch a ride back in your pedal board. Gross. Get it, duty. All right, so for those of you that watch this gig log that have been in a band with me before, you probably have noticed that I'm not real hip on the setup and tear down of PAs and stuff. And I'm actually kind of like the worst at it, right? So I don't do it. And in this band, I have to. So when you see that show like that, that whole trailer, we bring our own PA and lights, and we have to set the whole PA up and the whole everything. But I'm going to tell you right now, Jerry Smith is the hardest worker in this band when it comes to any of this stuff. So without him, this wouldn't be even possible because he works hard. And we'll talk about Jerry a little bit, but now we're gonna start the tailgates and tall boys section here, the video of this. So this is a lawn chair gig, outside lawn chair gig, and let's check it out. Here we go. Gonna run the full show today.
That was good.
That man right there, that's Jerry Smith walking across the stage, and I just want to take this time during the gig logs here to let you know what I think of him and his work ethic. I'm telling you right now, this whole thing wouldn't go on without him. Well, as far as at the capacity it is, look at them cabinets. I mean, there's 6 subs out there, and he's gonna have 4 high mid packs and 6 subs. That's our show. That's our PA. Well, that's Jerry's PA, and it's like a Kiss show. Okay, that thing could get loud if we want to, but I remember we were riding up to, I think, Wisconsin, and some of these drives I get to really talk to my friends, Jerry, and first time we went to Wisconsin, I got to hang out with Wyatt. But for that whole ride, I got to talk to Jerry, and one of the things that we were talking about was girlfriends, right? And girlfriends that aren't cool, really, with us being in bands, and we've dealt with our share of that stuff. And I asked Jerry, I said, because Penny, his wife, is never like jealous or wanting him to not be in a band or anything like that. He doesn't have that problem because he makes sure that people understand this thing about him. There's 2 things. He loves computers. He loves working on computers, figuring out problems on computers, IT work, making things happen with his brain and code and all that stuff. And number 2 is he loves being in a band. He loves doing what he's doing. He loves to set up PA. He loves to put a PA together. He loves to figure out how to make it run smooth. And he loves playing the bass and performing and singing songs. And that's just Jerry. That's part of his life. It's always going to be a part of his life. And if people can't dig that, then he doesn't want them around. And that's just the straight up truth. And Penny's the right girl, and she understands that about him, and they're a great couple. So, but I wanted to say, without Jerry, like I said, this wouldn't be possible. He's the hardest working man in this band, as far as I'm concerned. I just stay out of his way most of the time, but I'll help carry them big cabinets. But other than that, I just try to stay out of his way. So here we go, tailgates and tall boys kickoff party.
Gonna run the full show today.
That was good. We caught it.
Big stage.
So, am I to believe you're talking about Luke's home bass player?
Yeah.
Okay, this is what I was talking about. Like, Bobby can't believe that Luke Combs, bass player, watched him on my last gig log. So he's starstruck by that. And then if you can hear what he's saying here, it's pretty funny. He's like, I'm trying to get my foot in the door too. So here we go.
You're talking about Luke's home bass player.
Yeah.
Was watching that.
He was laughing at me.
That's his bass player.
Face player, yeah.
Watching Bob Boyd.
Dude, just put it
I'll be doggone.
goddamn stage show.
I'll be doggone. I'm getting my foot in the door too. He is, but so am I. Why it's
We'll be
like,
clicking in drums here soon.
why it's like,
Want to have a drum?
yeah, right.
Clicking them.
Yeah.
And then Jerry leaves for the golf, and we'll be clicking in bass. So it'll just be me and Brian.
Yep. All right. So what you have to understand is that's Bobby Boyd. We've talked about this before. Original drummer and Lynn Allen has played way cooler shows than I could ever dream of, I'm sure. Right? I mean, he was there when it was still cool to be in a band. Played through, one of the greatest eras of Lynn Allen. And then took some time off to raise his daughters. I asked him, like, hey, why'd you stop? He said, I stopped to raise my girls, and took a break from it. And now he's back playing drums again. And it's really cool. We're all kind of like, I don't know if you want to say old folks home or retirees or whatever. Wyatt's the only real one with a chance left. You know what I mean? The rest of us are just old men that, I'm not going to speak for anybody else. I'm not saying that I'm washed up, but I'm playing with some other guys that maybe wouldn't be playing at this capacity still. Jerry might. He's going to play until he can't stand up anymore. But, I don't know. I just kind of noticed that, and I love Bobby, and he's a good dude, man. He's so humble, so nice. Great drummer, too.
Talk shit about me on the radio? What did you say?
What's up, Bill?
Not much, man.
What's going on?
Live remote.
If you recognize that voice, that's Bill Weber, Wes Weber's dad, doing a live remote for Tall Boys and Tailgates or whatever this is. So that's the voice you heard in the background. Everybody gets weird when I'm filming now. I get my camera out and I'm filming stuff. Everybody's like, they don't want to say anything, especially my wife. She's just like, I don't want to be on that thing. So, but I get her on there anyway. I don't care. But yeah, I got to hang out with my boy again. Zach came to the show, and of course that's Dad in his stupid shorts, looking all silly. And what are them? Hey dudes in white socks. I don't care anymore. I don't even try. There I am, hanging out with my boy, setting up the show. And Z-Boy got to play the drums again. I got to clean my screen off, it looks like. I take it the restaurant's this way? Oh, there it is. Thank you. Oh, we're going to all try to cram in here? Okay.
Don't ask me where I'm going, and don't ask me where I've been.
I don't know. Well, this is a view from our hotel room here, so there's people already assembling out there. It's kind of cool that we can see the stage from here.
Those kids do not know how to throw a football.
Zachary.
Sometimes it's hard to frown, and sometimes it's all good.
Welcome to Dirt Road Rockers!
All right, before we go any further, I need to do something right now, and that is, I'm not ever wearing that tank top again, dude. That I look like my Aunt Pat. You know, I don't know what my Aunt Pat looks like, but I probably look like my Aunt Pat right there, and I look horrible, fat. Never gonna wear that. As a matter of fact, I have that tank top right here, and I'm gonna make sure that I never wear this on. This thing is over. No more. I can't look like that big of a fat turd anymore. I can't do it. So this tank top is going bye-bye. Goodbye, tank top. You cannot be worn in any more videos ever again. I hate myself. All right, so here I am looking for and trying to hire a roadie, right, to help me out because obviously we don't have any. We have Roger. Look at him back there with the red hat. He's doing lights, but we don't have any roadies in the band. And I want to do a test to find out which one of you could be a roadie. Okay, so this is the tryouts right here. If you notice anything in this video that a roadie should attend to, please let me know. You've passed the test. If not, I'll show you what you missed after the video. So here we go. Roadie test. Okay, so did you notice it? Did you spot the problem? Well, I did, and when I went to go do a backup, I found out the hard way that, oh, the microphone, we're into talking heads now. You know what I mean? That's the joke. All band guys, they put the mic down, oh, talking heads. So, so yeah, I'm trying to get Roger's attention at some point to, hey, do you see this? I know you're just doing lights and stuff, but I don't know who to talk to when this kind of thing happens. So I figured out that I'm on my own. I don't have a roadie. I'm my own roadie. So guess what? There ain't no person going to run up there and fix my microphone for me like if I was in Metallica or something. Like as soon as like Kiss's microphone goes, there's some dude runs out there and takes it and brings another one, and I don't have that. So I had to take things into my own hands. Okay? This is why we make the big bucks right here. So people would stop buying me shots of whiskey. Where's your mama? Well, that set went all right. It's kind of a weird gig. Let's have a look out here at those people. It's like Woodstock, dude. It was a pretty fun gig. That's all the footage I got from that night, though, of playing. It wasn't, I don't know. It was pretty dead. A cool thing that happened, though, is Matt Finn was there. And we got Matt Finn to play drums. Now, I haven't played guitar in a long time as far as rock songs, so we have Matt Finn up there. What songs do you want to play? And I'm like, Want You to Want Me? And people are like, no, dude, come on. Matt Finn's up. We're not playing Want You to Want. Okay, all right. And then somebody said, Man in the Box. Done. Let's go. And so we play that, and then we're going to do another one. And I'm like, I don't know what songs. Matt, what song? I'm trying to think of Jesse's Girl. I can't do Jesse's Girl, not with Matt Finn, man. And then I just thought, oh, I remember Jerry Smith singing White Zombie stuff. Dun 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 dun. And Max, okay, I'll try it. And then came right in on time, did it perfectly. It was killer. We rocked it. Jerry sang that song for the first time in maybe 15 years or something. And we rocked it. So thanks, Matt, for getting up and taking it easy on Bobby's drums. Matt Finn, you rock. All right. Oh, Mama's gonna be in the gig log. No, you're not. All right, so Wild Rose Hotel. Ooh, I gotta pee so this way, guys. Remember? Till it turns green, then turn the handle. Pull it up. Pull it up. Push. You gotta push the door. There you go. Jesus. Okay, so this is 8 o'clock in the morning the next day, and of course you know where I'm going. Wild Rose Casino. I'm looking for coffee. Hotel. Heading to there's Jerry Bear's room. Heading to see if I can find some coffee. This is a cool little lounge. Cool little spot right here, actually. Danish. Donuts. That's kind of cool. Toaster. Oh, Lucky Charms. Come on now. Fruit Loops, dude. Come on. This place is on point. Let's get the styrofoam cup. 2 will do. Creamer. Okay, I never expected this, but like this actually is pretty good coffee. I mean, it's not great, but it's not the worst. Brew. Coffee. Not bad. Okay, so honestly, that coffee wasn't that bad. I'm just saying. I don't know all you like weird coffee connoisseurs or whatever. I'm just saying it tasted like coffee and it was hot, and I wanted coffee, so it was good coffee. That's my measure of good coffee. If it's there and it tastes like coffee and it's free, it's good coffee. I mean, them are definitely handprints, and yeah, them are handprints. Or the headboard, kind of on top of the headboard. They're not my handprints.
Don't ask me where I'm going, and don't ask me where I've been. Out looking for some shelter. Won't someone let me in? 'Cause sometimes it's hard to smile, and sometimes it's hard to frown.
Holy crap, tabulous, man. Okay, so holy crap, tabulous is right. That's Stouts in Clinton there, and that was I can't remember what it was. I thought it was going to be like the Magic Mountain at Ross's, right? Because it had the fries, cheese, and then meat and the slices of bread. I'm like, that's odd that they put the weird Texas toast on top, but I was hoping it was going to be like a Magic Mountain, and it wasn't at all. It was really, really, really salty. I don't know, just super salty. Very salty. And then were 2 big ass patties, and then Texas, I couldn't eat it. I ate like maybe half of that and I was done. Couldn't do it, man. Couldn't do it. But the burger earlier that we had in the restaurant the night before the show, that was really good. So Coach's Corner or something at the Wild Rose, that was good. That was good. Although they took forever to get us our food, and we went literally from the table to the stage within 15 minutes. So yeah, very good. And it was hard to get refills. I'm just being honest. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, man. I'm just, dang, don't get mad at me. All right. North Point and Cedar Rapids. So this is interesting because I caught something when we met in the parking lot. We meet in a lot of parking lots in this band. I guess that's what we do. We meet in parking lots. But we met in the parking lot at Harley Corns, across the street from Harley Corns. And we're all going to ride in Wyatt's badass Silverado, jacked up truck. So cool. I want that truck so bad. I could never afford it. It's for sale. I think 38 grand or something like that. Anyway, super cool truck. We're all going to ride up together. I love it when we all ride up together. That way we can chat and whatever we're going to do, bond. But anyway, we were getting ready to load the stuff we needed out of the the trailer because we didn't need to take the whole show. This show in Cedar Rapids was just what I call an ears show, and that just means we bring our in-ears and our amps and our guitars. That's it. We don't need a PA. They have the lights. Everything's there. So we're just transferring some things from the trailer into the back of the truck, and we're heading to Cedar Rapids. And I caught an accident that could have been catastrophic as we were loading up, ready to go. So here we go. Ears show. We don't need the trailer this time, so that'll be easy. What do you think of that? Oh, I can't put you on my things.
Don't put me on your things.
Oh shit, that thing's dragging. Something's dragging! Hello! Oh shit, hold on, man! Oh fuck, back up! What the fuck?
Whose bag is that?
Whose bag? Whose bag is this? It was under the wheel.
You're gonna need to duct tape the other side now.
That fucker got shredded, dude.
Sorry, Care Bear.
How was that behind the tire?
No, it wasn't behind the tire. It was on the side.
It got drugged, dude.
Oh, that got it.
Yeah. Okay, so it was behind the tire. It got drugged under the trailer. Did you see that black skid mark? Look at this, dude. That's okay. What's in that bag is the laptop that runs our ears or our mix, or I don't know what it runs. It runs the world. That was in there, and some other stuff with knobs on it that I don't know, dude. Okay, all I know is I put my ears in. Jerry makes it happen. He gives me a pack. I plug my ears into it, and everything else he does that over there, and that was his stuff in that bag that he does that over there with.
I love you.
Shit, dude, is everything all right?
Yours look good.
That little,
Oh, fuck, man.
If that's all we lost, that's not bad.
that's how I carried the football.
Come on now. Oh, Jesus. Oh, yeah. See now. Oh, yeah?
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm not. Oh, this dude's trying to edge in on your ass over here. Oh, they're honking at you, too. Ah. Yeah, that was your fault, Wyatt.
That must have my fault. Give it right back to you.
Somebody's honking at you. Well, maybe they're not. I don't know. Shit. What's happening?
You want to eat that or something?
Looks like most of our gear's still in the back. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Be good if you could come back further. But
Oh, you're playing inside the semi thing.
Yeah,
Okay. All right. Makes sense. Oh, dang. They got a PA in there. There's the PA.
yeah.
All right. So does that mean that I'm in the porta potty?
Yep.
Oh, okay. So here's the stage. Yeah. Oh, you got your own door. You got your own deck in the back.
I do.
Dude, this is stupid. Well, here we go. Here is Cedar Rapids. What's this place called?
North Point.
North Point. Man, what in the Blair Witch bullshit is that? All right, so it looks like the weather's a little dicey, so we're going to be moving it inside. We were supposed to be playing on that thing, which looks pretty cool, you know. But looks like we're going inside here. So we'll be in here instead. Oh, I'm playing on this side, you mean? Sweet! Dig it. I get the big boy side of the stage. So I know I spin too fast sometimes for you people. But it's kind of an interesting room, I guess. I smell tacos though, that's all I care about. Yeah.
You don't fight back.
Believe the word. It's a loud room. Loud room.
Alright, now. I'm gonna check your vocal line. They said you're restricted. I'm restricted.
Here it comes.
Sometimes it's hard to smile, and sometimes it's hard to frown, and sometimes it's all going up, and sometimes it's coming down. So don't ask me where I've been.
All right, so as we're watching this footage, I like to have some live footage in there. It's fun to watch. I don't know. You guys might like it, you might not, but I put it in there because that's kind of what it's all about, is the show. And what you're hearing is my phone on stage or wherever I have it on the stand. All the time it's behind the PA. So there's no amp on stage, so a lot of times it's hard to hear my guitar because my guitar is not being heard on stage at all unless it's in our ears. But the sound coming out of the PA is what you're hearing on the phone. So it sounds far away because it's coming out of the PA in front. Ooh, I just wrote a rhyme. It sounds far away because it's coming from PA. Yeah. I should be a songwriter. You know what? This gig was dead. Nobody was there. Nobody. I mean, there's times when there might have been 10 people there. You know, there's some people that came out to see the Dirt Road Rockers because they're friends of what they said hello to Wyatt and stuff when we were eating, and there's a few girls or whatever, like 2 or 3 ladies and a couple guys or whatever. They came out and sat at a table, and they eventually left too. There's just nobody there. One of the worst gigs ever. Although I have to say, we were supposed to be outside, right, and play 6 to 10 or whatever it was, but then they moved us inside. When you move a band inside, you know the story. You play 9 to 1 or something. So the crowd, we were done playing. You know, we played our normal outside slot, like 6 to 9 or 6 to 10 or whatever, and then got out of there. And at this gig, literally, Wyatt said, "Hey guys, do you want to see if we can take a pay cut and just leave?" And I said, "No, I'm here to play guitar, man. I don't care if there's the bartender and people sweeping the floor. I am playing guitar, and I'm going to play in this band and earn my pay, and I want all my pay too, all of it." Yeah, so that gig, we just wanted to get out of there. Drove home, made it home safe. We were home in bed by midnight or something. It was great. Got the trailer packed up, got the stuff out of the truck. It rained a little bit on the way back, which scared me because I thought our equipment was going to get wet, but it didn't. Episode 9 of Brian Miner Gig Log. That was a good time, right? I'm having fun doing these. I wish people would click on it, though. It's embarrassing, right? Hey, hon, I'm going to go spend a whole bunch of time making these gig logs. Dude, people are going to love it. Thousands of people are going to watch. I'm going to be famous. I'm like, they're going to start a reality show. It's going to be awesome. We're going to be famous and rich, hon. Just stick with me, honey. I can't even get 300 people to click on these things. But anyway, I do my best. I'm having fun doing them. I hope you guys dig them. Thanks for all the comments. Again, if you're going to watch this thing, say something to me. Interact with me. And join me on my live Thursdays. I don't know. One of these might have to die. Either the gig log or the live Thursdays. I don't know, because, you know, balancing how much time I have to do band, business, these things and whatever. I should probably go upstairs and see my kids sometimes. And see my wife. Anyway, thanks for watching. Next week, I think we're going to Green Bay. And we're playing at the Rust Belt. And something else. Oh, Eldridge. So the next episode will be just as badass as this one, I hope. Thanks for watching. Brian Miner Gig Log, episode 9. Peace.